assistant grant from the Department of Environmental Protection and then began meeting with the representatives of the DEP as well. We created a schedule of compost monitors. These compost monitors were students from various science courses, the environmental club, and anyone else looking for community service hours. As a compost monitor, students would ensure that the compost bins would remain free of any trash during the lunch periods. We conducted surveys of the student population regarding their knowledge and opinions of the school's composting and recycling programs. This helped us gauge some very interesting information and the general attitude of the students about the both programs. We also did some research on the waste output before and after the institution of the program. We weighed the bags of trash, recyclables, and compost after every lunch for a week and averaged the percentages to determine how big of a change we were actually making. South Hadley High School's composting program was brought into action in March 2007 after almost a year of preparation. We are focusing on what's going on in the lunchroom right now.
This is where everybody goes when they're finished with their lunch. As you can see, we have 3 barrels, one for trash, one for recyclables like milk cartons and sample bottles, and one for compost. This bag, as you can see, is green, and it's a biodegradable trash bag, which means the compost can go straight into the pile with the bag.
We're here to make sure the compost pile stays clean every day. Some students need a reminder to help them out with cleaning the compost bin, and the tongs are helpful for fixing some mistakes.
This is where South Hadley students get their lunches every day. Since we made the switch from styrofoam to paper products last year, we've been using paper cups like this to serve our desserts in. We also have paper cups for our soup. Food Services was generous enough to make the switch to compartmentalized trays so that we don't even need to use plates anymore. It's a great way to reduce more waste. When we meet somebody new to the composting program, we usually try to clue them in with a few simple rules about how our system works. The first rule is about the compost bin. If it's paper or if it's edible, it goes in the compost bin. All foods go into the compost. This includes meat, bones, even mystery meat. Liquids are a little difficult. We usually don't let liquids into the compost bin, but this isn't because they're not compostable. It's simply because it makes things a little dangerous to carry around. We usually allow soup into the compost bin, however. Wax paper also counts as paper. This can biodegrade. Any sort of plastic or foil cannot. Our second rule is for the recycling bin. If you drink out of it, it's probably recyclable. This includes milk cartons, plastic bottles, aluminum cans, and even some other plastic containers like yogurt containers, like cereal containers, and even the foil and plastic salad containers that we serve in our school. Aluminum foil can also go in here as long as it's not too contaminated with food. One thing to remember though is that other plastics like plastic utensils, straws, and small condiment containers that are usually too covered with food do not go into the recycling. That brings us to our third rule. If it doesn't go in the recycling or the compost, it goes in the trash. The trash is home for things that are crinkly or shiny. Things like candy wrappers, chip bags, styrofoam, along with our utensils and silver wrappers. The golden rule about composting is when in doubt, throw it out. The custodians have agreed to bring our compost bags out here to our compost dumpster every day after lunch.
It's a student's responsibility to remove the recyclables every day. This duty falls upon the environmental interns. We're able to recycle all of our milk cartons, but we wash out the recycling bins every day to keep the smell down.